Is Last War Survival actually worth playing? This game absolutely refuses to stop showing up in my feed. So I bit the bullet, put a bit of time into it, and today we're going to answer a few questions. Is this the same game you see in all the ads? Is it actually worth playing? And is it pay to win? Trust me when I say that one gets a bit ugly. I download mobile games, so you don't have to. So is it really like the ads? Surprisingly, yes. This is actual gameplay footage, and as you can see, the game is real. The only catch is, if you're looking for a shallow, switch your brain off kind of shooty game, this one is going to be quite a bit more than you bargained for. At its core, this game is an idle base builder, while the game from the ads is actually just a mini game that's used to expand your base. That's right, this game is jam-packed with extras like timers, gachas, and monetization. You spend your time doing daily missions, upgrading your town, upgrading your gacha hero team, and playing events that mostly have nothing to do with the minigame. But the most genuinely surprising part about the whole game is that the shooter minigame is not complete trash. It actually works, it isn't flooded with ads, and it's close enough to the marketing that I don't feel personally betrayed. Look, some people may say that that's a low bar, and to them I would say, you're right, that is a low bar, but I have to give credit where it's due. This is where the novelty starts to wear off a bit. The base builder is extremely generic. The shooter only exists to fuel the base expansion, and the hero system does its job, but it doesn't feel especially deep. Most of your upgrades are going to feel small and incremental. It's a very typical idle game treadmill, where there's nothing offensively bad, but there's nothing great either. So if you've played an idle town builder before, you probably already know how this goes. You blast through the very early game because you're spoiled with resources and short timers, but eventually the timers get longer, it takes more resources to upgrade your buildings, and all the while the game is hinting that you could really speed up your progression with something from the store. I mean seriously, there is more than one resource pack in this game that costs over $150. Some of them are weekly.
Damn!
I understand you gotta make money as much as the next guy, but it feels a bit excessive. Anyway, we'll talk more about the story in a second. So, the progression loop is a bit repetitive, and of course you can speed it up with money. But to be honest, if you're used to these kind of games, that's probably not gonna bother you. Alright, let's get to the elephant in the room. There are no ads at all in this game, which is great. Unfortunately, the store is downright ridiculous. Look forward to constant pop-ups, packs priced over $150, weekly stores where you can spend over $500, and just all-round extortionate tactics like events where you can only progress by purchasing packs. And I'm not exaggerating. I don't know if it's real, but there is a review on the App Store of a guy who says he spent $35,000 on the game, only to be bullied by people who were spending $50,000 plus a year. And like I said, I don't know if it's real, but I believe him. This game is literally paradise for whales. If you're free to play or even a light spender, you're not going to get anywhere near the top alliances or PvP. So speaking of PvP, this game does have it, and like I said, it's pretty dominated by whales. Now, I can't be too harsh because it's not like the game is unplayable without paying money, and when you start the game you typically join a server that's pretty young, so you're not getting dominated by massively powerful teams. With that being said though, you still probably won't be able to join the top alliances, because the whales are going to far outpace you over time. But this doesn't mean you can't enjoy the low ranks of PvP, or the PvE, you just have to accept the fact that there will always be someone stronger than you. Because if you want to be competitive, you're gonna need a thick wallet. So, is it worth playing? In my opinion, the game is a genuinely fun minigame trapped inside a very average, very generic town builder with a pretty aggressive store. For me, I've played way too many town builders to keep playing this generic one, and that coupled with the aggressive store kinda leaves me feeling like even though I enjoyed the minigame, I just can't take this game seriously enough to keep playing it. But hey, if you think the ad looks fun, and you don't mind generic idle games, and you don't mind heavy monetization, this might be the game for you. If you don't like these things, you'll probably get bored of waiting for the timer so that you can play your brainless minigame. So I'd recommend skipping this one. Have you played Last War Survival? Do you think I got anything wrong? Let me know in the comments below. Like and subscribe if you want to see what app I do next.